Welcome back to the Bearded Console Gamer, and today I'm going to be filling you in on everything we know about the upcoming next-gen PS5 virtual reality headset, which was officially announced yesterday via a Sony blog post and in a 20-minute interview between PlayStation's Jim Ryan and GQ. Now, it's not surprising at all that there's a next-gen version of the PSVR in development. I mean, the current headset requires you to plug an extra adapter into the already, well, let's just say unwieldy cabling setup that it has. But it's still great news to hear it officially. To be honest, I haven't used the PSVR for a long time because of its unwieldy nature and the fact that no PSVR games in like the last year have set my soul on fire. But ever since the reveal of the PS5, I haven't been able to stop thinking about a next-gen version of the PSVR system coming to the console. I've wanted to jump back into that immersive virtual experience and frankly to see how far PlayStation could take the tech forward on its second time around. And judging by the newly published PS blog post and Jim Ryan's talk by GQ, it seems like there's going to be some serious improvements to the second generation of the VR system. The blog kicks off with Hideki Nishino, Senior Vice President of Platform Planning and Management at PlayStation, stating that, "Today I'm pleased to share that our next generation VR system will be coming to the PlayStation 5, enabling the ultimate entertainment experience with dramatic leaps in performance and interactivity. Players will feel an even greater sense of presence and become even more immersed in their game worlds once they put on the headset." And now let's get on to some of the filthy details contained in the post. According to Hideki Nishino, the new system is going to allow for significantly improved resolution, tracking, and input. We're also going to see alterations as to how the headset handles a player's field of view, and tweaking this in the right way could potentially help with some of the motion sickness issues that have plagued the current headset. It also looks like the handheld controllers are in for a major upgrade too, with Nishino revealing in the post that the next-gen version of the hardware will feature great ergonomics and will even incorporate features from the PS5 DualSense controller. That's some seriously impressively vague wording there, and that could either be a hint at a dramatic remodel of the current handhelds or simply a resculpting of the grips. In terms of the DualSense features coming to the VR system, I think it's safe to say that we're talking about the advanced haptic feedback system employed by the new controller, which, if used right, could be a powerful tool for giving players an even more immersive deep dive VR experience. Finally, it was announced that the next generation of PSVR is set to work with just a single cable connection betwixt headset and console. Now, that one was a mixed bag of an announcement. It's fantastic that we're not going to have to deal with the ridiculous current cabling system, but didn't any of you folks have fever dreams of Sony somehow developing a taboo wireless technology for their VR? Jim Ryan, I speak to you now directly. I would be willing to accept dark magic into my home if it means that I get a completely cable-free PSVR headset. Like, really dark magic. Now, at this point, we still don't have any pictures because it's still really early in development, but we can take some pretty educated guesses on what the next-gen VR system is going to look like. And honestly, it's probably going to share a lot of the key visual features with the current headset, but with a slicker overall look. And the reasoning behind that is pretty simple, and it lies with the design of the PS5 itself. When the next-gen, now current-gen console was first announced, I noted on this very channel that its design language was super similar to the PSVR. It mimicked the sweeping lines, the bold black and blue color scheme, and even the subtle LED lighting of the older headset. Those same aesthetic features were also present on the peripherals like the camera and the media remote that could be bought with the PS5. Simply put, Sony has gone to lengths to create a unified aesthetic approach to all of its present hardware, and they aren't going to want to just throw all that out the window now. So I'm pretty sure that we can expect the same iconic design language to rear its head once again with the PS5 VR headset. Of course, there'll be improvements both aesthetically and hopefully in terms of comfort, but the core look is going to be basically the same. It was even confirmed in the GQ article that dev kits for the PSVR 2, as I'm calling it, are about to be sent out to developers. And in terms of game library, I'm definitely expecting the next-gen version to be backwards compatible with the current library. I mean, asking PlayStation gamers to shell out for what will most likely be another $399 headset without the content safety net of those older games would be total madness in my not-so-humble opinion. Now, the release date of the headset is, in all likelihood, a really long way off. In the blog post, Hideki Nishino states that the headset won't be released in 2021, so if we're being charitable, we could assume that it's going to be out mid to late 2022, but I think the way that things are, it's much more likely that with major disruptions, you're probably looking at a release date push into 2023. And I'm sure that it's just a coincidence that this extremely early announcement came right at the end of this financial quarter when Sony's looking to get investors G'd up about PlayStation's future. But you know what? It doesn't matter because we're getting the next generation of PSVR headset and no one can take that away from us. Except for Jim Ryan, of course. Nah, he cool. In fact, here's Jimothy Ryan's VR ethos in a nutshell handily summed up in the recent GQ article. We believe in VR, and we have been extremely happy with the results with the present PlayStation VR and think that we will do good business with our new VR system for PlayStation 5. More importantly, we see it as something beyond this coming iteration that could be really big and really important. We like to innovate, and we think our community likes us to innovate. I'd turn around the question and say, why not? For us, it's a very logical step to take. We're very excited about it, and we think that people who are going to make VR games for our new VR system are going to be very excited too. And on that note, I'm going to end this episode. Let me know your thoughts about the reveal in the comments section below. What features are you dying to see in the new PSVR system, and what games would you love to see put into development for it in the coming years? Finally, if you like the video, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell to stay up to date with the biggest news from around the video gaming universe.